Alrighty, howdy ho folks. Multiversal Medium here for another episode of Silent Hope. Last time we left off, we were kind of checking out the second biome. This episode, I'm kind of planning on reading some compendium stuff, because honestly I probably should have been doing that the entire time. But also, off screen, I did level up and outfit a majority of the characters. Apparently all up to at least 9. Got them some decent gear, all that stuff. Had a few rage moments. You know how roguelite is. First, let's just turn in all these challenge stuff. Why not?
You've earned your reward.
Turn all that stuff in. As well as, I believe I leveled up every workstation up to 2. So yeah, just kind of give you guys some of that joy of not having to deal with the tedium. But anyways, this episode, I wanted to actually start going through the monster encyclopedia. So I mentioned first episode that this game kind of has like a good bit of lore about actual Rune Factory stuff. And like, I guess I also mentioned it like first or second episode, Dark Souls. They kind of hide it where you have to look for it. That's not a bad thing. You heard my thoughts on that earlier if you actually watch this series through and through. It can take basic writing and elevate it. It can take good writing and elevate it. Because at that point, the only people that are finding it are those that actually care about it and are passionate about it. Anyways. Let's see here. Gecko Night. Every day is endless boredom. No thrilling fights. No accolades to win. Well, if the flames of war remain unkindled, and why don't I light the match? This thought burned out of control until the inferno became a monster. Oh, what's that A, like Y thing? It's the little button prompt. See here. Is this? Okay, yeah. Alright. Sorry, like the button prompt directly below their name on the right could either be the right 4 buttons or the D-pad, I guess you could say, and I guessed wrong when I was trying to figure it out. Anyways, Gecko Pikeman. Nothing beats a good fight. How easily can you kill someone? What's the quickest way to break a bone? Which cuts leave the deepest scars? This train of thought inspired a passion for abusing others, which in turn became a monster. Gecko Rogue. I live in search of my next brawl. If you patronize me, I'll make you pay. That obsession learned to walk on a monster's legs. Gecko Archer. Why bother making the effort? Who needs to work when you can just party the day away? All play and no work breeds degeneracy, and degeneracy leads to monsters. Weirdly deep right there, but I Gecko Mage. I told them to leave me alone, but I hate being all by myself. Didn't anyone ever see through my facade? Why didn't they try to save me? The resentment grew and grew until it finally burst into this monster. Bunny Ball. Adorable little bugger. How interesting. That's so cool. Just smile and nod. Befriending people only wastes my time. They all leave me in the end. Within that hollow heart, a malicious monster grew. Bolty Ball. Perfection is unobtainable. Whatever I dislike has no reason to exist. Might makes right, and my might makes everything right. Such antagonistic thoughts gave birth to this monster. Wooly, love you, boyo. Whatever happens, it just stands there with a blank look on its face. Does a single thought ever pass through its head? No one knows for sure. Alright, that's rough, man. Wooloid. I hate standing out. Better to follow the herd. Do as they do. Think as they think. Why be my old, boring self when I could be someone else? Lost Soul's thoughts gave birth to this monster. Oh, is this kind of like a weird, can't remember the Digimon, but the, Digimon in Season 1 or whatever with the, Piranha, even though he's a lizard Digimon, is this dude actually like something else underneath all this fake fur? Poison bee tree. The tree's branches sank under the weight of human loneliness. A sense of solitude soaked deep into its bark, till finally a monster burst forth. Poison bee. I just love slinging gossip behind people's backs. Their stinging words eventually took the form of bees. Penny pincer. If our leader says jump, I say how high. No matter what the demand, they're always right. The blind devotion took on a life of its own as a monster. Crooked crab. When my ship sank beneath the waves, I sank into despair. But it was neither my nor my sailor's fault. Someone higher up the chain was surely to blame. Rage consumed me. I'd make them pay. The hatred swelled as high as the tides, and from those waves a monster was born. Prize pickpocket. Oh, look at the adorable little bugger. I want it. I want it all. Even as a monster, their greed knows no bounds. It races around in an endless search for treasure. So, interesting stuff. We're going to hold out on the second strata as monsters until we beat it, basically. But it kind of is starting to showcase a weird, deeper lore. Let's see here.
Those who can conquer the kitchen can conquer the abyss.
Let's say magic resist.
But food is just that important.
Crit damage boost would be nice. Max HP plus 6% is nice. Runes or whatever. Crit.
You must choose each dish very carefully.
Crit damage. Okay.
Like they always say, you are what you eat.
And let's start from the get-go. Anyways, as I was saying, it's starting to showcase a deeper lore / narrative. Something I haven't even like mentioned, even though should be kind of showcased by now, especially with the opening cutscene to the series, is nobody else in this game talks. Only the princess. She's legit the only person talking whatsoever. I mean, at best we're getting like grunts or whatever from other characters, but I don't even think any other character can actually talk. Give me a second to get back into the swing of things. There we go. After all, the start of the series said that what was taken into the abyss were in fact all the words and such. There we go. Oh, just flub that. So you're seeing all these monsters or whatever, and they may not actually be monsters, but manifestations of words and thoughts. Both good and bad by the looks of it. People's doubts, people's dreams, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, gonna have to get back into the swing of this. Oh, especially that aiming, man. Especially that aiming. Yeah, that aiming's gonna take a sec. Oh, yeah. But as we probably go deeper and deeper, we're going to see more and more of that, as well as possibly extrapolated on via the monster description compendium and all that. After all, a few of those monsters, I think, the only one I could specifically remember was the little mimic dude. Didn't say it was the words that manifested into that. It said even still as a monster, that's what they were thinking. So there's a chance some of these monsters aren't even just the manifestation of words taken within to the abyss. That's something a bit more beyond that. Should be interesting to look into. Faux show, faux show. Get you taken care of, man. There we go. I really can't wait to get these characters up to like level 15 and try out all these new playstyles. Because yeah, this game's fun. Like I said, off-screen leveling up. I had a few rage moments, but like, honestly, I was just enjoying the game. It's a solid roguelike. It really is. Like, just genuinely enjoyable for what it does. Anyways. It's been a minute, except probably not. Let's see, what's this one? Reach the gate to the next floor without using healing potions. Probably, possibly can. Possibly. I should have healed on the last floor I was on. Definitely should have healed. Oh well, I got snack time, I'm good. Besides, I'll be switching up characters every chance I get. That was a waste. Actually, did I properly get the healing snack time as soon as I said that too? Heck yeah, man. Hashtag awesome. There we go. But yeah, it's been a minute for me, not a minute for you guys. Because, last batch of recordings, I actually want to say like all of the recordings up until now were a single batch that I did all at once. And afterward I was like, oh, that's directly one less than what I need this month. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? In the most monotone voice you could possibly think of. It shouldn't be hard. I'm certain my voice is fairly monotone for what it is. Something that's always been an uphill climb is teaching a lot of people I'm not actually upset at them. I'm actually just legit really monotone in my delivery a lot of the time. Ah, well. Let's get over and switch. Let's see here. After playing through each and every character, I have to say, yeah, getting all three of their skills up is actually really useful. It makes all of them feel pretty fleshed out for what they are, especially for a roguelite. I still don't like the archer. I really don't. I do not like this dude almost whatsoever. So we're going to swap into him immediately. Just in the hopes that we can swap out quickly too.
Switch things up.
Because, yeah, this, just not a fan of this. Really not. Not gonna lie. We're talking about ranged combat. The, mage dude does it perfectly fine for what the heck I'd want ranged combat to be, really. While also having the mobility I'd want for a ranged combatant. So I'm hoping, possibly, if we ever do fully test out the other classes for each character, I'm hoping one of this dude's other classes just properly feels right for me, man. Because, yeah, it's not doing that. It's not doing jack for me, really. It really isn't. Ooh. Ooh, how'd that miss, Boyle? How the heck did that shit? Nope. I don't like the aiming in this game, I really don't. And that is about the only proper gripe I have for it. Almost everything else is just solid. Anyways, as I was saying earlier, it's been a minute for me, not for you guys, usual nonsense. But it is finally actually January for me while I'm recording this. Which means the eagle-eyed fan, I don't know if I could call you guys fans, you ain't blowing jack crap my direction, so don't want to call you fans outright. Sounded a bit ruder than I meant it to be. Basically, I don't expect you guys to blow hot air my direction. You're good. May have noticed that my channel's a smidge different this month. But those that may check out dang near everything on my channel may have also noticed something. Especially by the time this episode's going up. I've said a few things that aren't on my channel. And I noticed while editing, this game in particular weirdly lives up to its name of like Silent Hope, where I just kind of like voice any and all hopes and possibilities I was intending. And that paired with the fact that as the time I'm recording this, I don't have any views on this series yet, kind of does add a bit more credence to the silent aspect of it too. But yeah, like holidays happened, yo. Holidays happened, and the immediate downfall of what I and my fiance are going to be dealing with right now into the new year are happening. So oh yeah, let's switch. Hey, nope, switch. There we go. There we go. Get little fighter girl going.
You can do it!
Oh, I did not know. What was it? Something that increases her speed, something that... Oh, right, she's got a rocket punch. That pulls in enemies, I forgot about that. Oh, did we miss an entire area over there? Hashtag rude, man. Got a healing spot. Yeah. That paired with that. It's a pretty solid one, too. What's the exit? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. But yeah, with all the stuff moving into the new year, one of these months I'm going to have to be out of state, which means like, hey, yeah, not going to be able to work on the channel whatsoever. And yeah, like holiday crunch time, I did not get done with, I want to say, a solid fourth of what the heck I wanted to get done on the channel moving into the new year, which is upsetting. Like, it genuinely is. How the heck did that miss, man? There we go. There we go. Get out of there, boyo. Yeah, like a solid fourth or so. Maybe even a third, I don't know. Like, the things that aren't going up on the channel are longer in nature in some way, shape, or form. Things like... I've mentioned at least in one or two of my Let's Plays that I've done a challenge this month. It's the first time I'm ever doing like a challenge run on anything on my channel. The issue is I didn't know exactly how long it'd take to write a script and edit that into anything. I thought I was good in time, even with all the holiday BS that I was dealing with. Because yeah, holidays are BS. I don't know a single person that likes December anymore. I really don't. Like, not for nothing, but December is just stress incarnate for everyone, unless you're a child and don't have bills or don't have to give gifts for people. And like, it's not just people who celebrate Christmas, I swear. It's people who just outright are around that. Like, you go anywhere in the month of December, and at least in a capitalistic society like the US, and it's just constant. Gotta remember which button's what. Okay. Yep. It's just havoc no matter where you're going. You can't drive anywhere without people just being horrible to be around. That shouldn't be it. There we go. Nope, that was... Yes, dude. That shouldn't have just somehow perfectly hit me with that nonsense. There we go. There we go. Get all you guys. That was not the direction I was aiming that. Ah, well. I remember just nailing this challenge too last time with this character. Ah, well. I haven't played in a minute, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, you go anywhere in December and it's insufferable. You go to a store just to pick up groceries and it's insufferable, and some of the rudest people you have never seen where you live before. So yeah, all the BS of the holidays paired with all of the BS of December just honestly took it out of me. And I was trying to crunch out those last few episodes. Like,
Time to switch things up.
I do intend to eventually get them up and going. Let's see. That's that. This is the AoE. Okay, yeah. See here, reach the gate without using any healing potions. Okay. But yeah. I do intend to still... There we go. Get that stuff up. It's just going to end up taking a bit longer, sadly. Which is always upsetting when you get excited to do something and you're realizing, oh, I'm not going to be able to do that by the time I want to do it. Just any sort of project kind of thing. Note to self, you cannot, like, animation cancel into other animations. That would have been nice right there. Well. But, it's like I said, I'm going to eventually have them up and on the channel. I don't think she's good enough for a proper challenge or whatever. Through one of those portals. Not in this strata, at least. But I honestly don't know when those here, reach the gate, next floor without using healing potions again. Okay. There we go. Stop running every which way, girl. Let's actually switch out. Yeah, this'll do.
Keep up the good work.
There we go. Some just decent extra damage. What was her attacks? She's got what? A charge. That. Oh, and a stun, yeah. Okay. It got it good. If I remember right, it's mainly about getting in there, stunning, and then... Nope, I just used the wrong button. Whatever. Yeah. Slowly relearn all that stuff. Alright, I forgot about the little... dudes that can actually do little bombs and stuff. Little fire dudes, they're cute. Hot Trotter, freaking adorable. But yeah, since I didn't meet deadlines, it's gonna be stuff that's just kind of perpetually in the background as I try to keep other deadlines for the channel, basically. Which is upsetting. Like, there's a lot of series that are not up on my channel, even though I've recorded them. Like, I think I've got, like, 5 or so series that I have the full intention of doing something with. I don't know what yet, but something. How are we looking at skill points, by the way? Need a minimum of 2, so... Things like Wario World, which drove me insane recording it. Oh my gosh, Wario World. I remember that recording. I beat Wario World like 100% one night and got sweatier and sweatier the entire night because it was like horribly humid. And just, the game honestly just sucks. It honestly just does. Like, it's a really depressing thing because, one, I actually really love the Wario Land series. It's one of the few power-up platformers I would genuinely be like, oh, heck yeah, man. Let's play that. I grew up playing, like, Wario Land 3. And just... It's just supposed to be the 3D representation of that. The issue is it's honestly just effing garbage. Wario World is just effing garbage. So... I dealt with the entirety 100% of Wario World, and it's effing garbage that it was one night that was overly humid when I don't do well in humidity. That's just the long and short of it, basically. But, actually, no, that's not the, long and short of it. The reason it's not up, even though, like, I actually genuinely got tilted in it, and I was just gonna edit around that, so it was at least enjoyable, was the, fact that... Ooh, we're about to go down. There we go. There we go. There we go. Was the fact, like, I was emulating it, even though I own it, because I think I've mentioned on, this series specifically, actually, I intend to get, like, an AV recording setup sometime. It was actually meant to be, like, kind of a Christmas gift to myself kind of thing, or whatever. but I intend to get one at some point. Woo, hooray. The main issue with that is till I get that, I'm not really going to be confident in doing classic games. Mainly because of Wario Land, or Wario World, I should say. So, as I was starting to record it and try to cut it down, I realized my emulator was just bugging out the entire time I was playing it. And I quite literally mean the entire time. Like, it was constantly changing the aspect ratio. If you've checked out my other series or whatever, you'll realize any aspect ratio game that's like 4:6, I believe it is. Is it 4:6? Basically CRT aspect ratio. Anything that's that, I will put like little CRT banners around. Cool, fine, whatever. It adds a lot to the rendering time, but is what it is. And what it is just kind of a slight nuisance. Wario World was constantly switching between a 4:6 aspect ratio and a freaking 16:9, so like an HD widescreen. And it was just whenever it pleased to do that, really. Basically, after like recording, and it was a long recording session, like I said, hot, sweaty, got tilted a few times, all that fun stuff. I went to like edit it, and then I realized the entire first stage is just constantly switching between it every time I go to a different screen, which is one thing. But then I got to the final boss of the first stage,
Switch things up.
and it was just bouncing between the aspect ratio to the point where even I kind of noticed it in game. I was like, what, am I seeing something? Because it would just flash. And it was just kind of hard to notice while playing a game because you're trying to pay so much attention to the like game/boss fight as it is, because it's an action game, an action platformer at that. So you get fully into it, and then like you just see a flicker, and it's like, what was that? And then it just keeps doing that during the entire boss fight, and then you just like have enough brain power to actually put away. It was like, wait, is it switching ratios? And that was the entire game, because I didn't have time to like stop the recording, put the game down, mess with the emulator settings, try to look up effects, because I needed something to fill the slot Wario World was supposed to be in, like ASAP. And then as I'm editing it, it's like, oh gosh, I'm not going to be able to do this in this slot, am I? This is going to take like weeks to edit and fix up and stuff and render. So Wario World got pushed to the side while I had to rush and get a different game for that slot. All paired with the fact that the game sucks. Like, I finished that game and I was like, you know what I should do? I should sell my copy of Wario World. This game's effing worthless. I don't care if it's a first-party Nintendo game on the GameCube. It is worth less than $5. 60 seconds for the Monster Rush. Alright. So, I didn't have it in me to record again. And I didn't have it, like, enough time to do anything with the recording I did have. So I was just stuck in a weird limbo with that game. Issue is like, similar nonsense has happened a handful of times on my channel of various games. Yeah, it's not enough to take you out. Get that going. Oh. Let's see here. Get them lined up and do a proper charge. That should have hit a metric ton right there. And get you guys kind of sorted out. But so besides the stuff I'm sitting on for January, basically, I'm also sitting on a metric ton of recordings that, like, I've mentioned in other series because, like, they were all highly mentally draining for what the heck they were. I intend to someday get that stupid White Lady game out, recording-wise. I don't think there's any other recordings of that game on YouTube. That game is such a frickin' horribly designed, like, dollhouse stop-motion style animation video game based upon, like, a Chinese myth. Horribly translated, horribly playing, and mentally taxing and breaking. And I spent like 5 hours playing quote-unquote chess, which was actually Connect 5, but you could put the pieces anywhere on like a 20 by 20 board. Did not matter, and the AI was good at it. So I spent 5 hours learning this made-up version of Connect 5 as opposed to Connect 4, where, like, the rules don't matter, the AI is gonna win. And I eventually won, and I immediately was like, I'm done with this game.
Oh,
So yeah,
welcome back.
hopefully in the coming months, the stuff I had planned for this month, as well as just plan in general, will start tickling out, or, you know, just leaking out here and there. Trickling? Yeah, trickling out. That's the word I was looking for. The challenge videos, the other videos centered around the challenge videos, because it wasn't just like, oh, I made a challenge video this game. No, it was, I made a challenge video this game. I did a long play version of that game with that challenge going. I did a different script for this entire side project with that challenge video gameplay as the background to it. And then I was planning like doing a fourth thing with that video game footage because that challenge made me go insane. It was something I was planning on doing every month, like a challenge, a long play, a side project with that challenge's gameplay in the background. But we'll see as it starts trickling out bit by bit, going from there. I can write a script just fine. It's meeting deadlines and crunching that script into an edited product in a time frame that's going to get out consistently. It is what it is. But what it has been is an episode, guys. I'll talk to you all in another episode of Silent Hope. But until then, ciao.